factor as well.
All right, so we have 17 teams. I go for
Group B again, and the team is Lebanon. Okay, thank you.
And the plot thickens in Group B. Lebanon joins Qatar and Japan.
Well, Lebanon, obviously, they've done a great job in basketball in this tournament. Interestingly enough, as we mentioned earlier, they would have been hosting this tournament, but due to some safety concerns, it's here. Now, they're ranked at FIBA at number 25, but you look at Japan, Qatar, and Lebanon in Group B, those are three teams that I think coming into this tournament probably feel like they have a legitimate shot to be a dark horse, to get into the championship. So Group B becomes very scary all of a sudden with three powerhouse teams in it.
And you know, with Lebanon, they'll always be a contender. You've got Fadi Al-Khatib, 6'7", 34 years old. He's a guy who led the recent FIBA Asia Cup in scoring with 28.3 points a game. Then they have a new naturalized player, Rayshon Terry, 6'8", 29 years old from the University of North Carolina. He was an Orlando Magic second-round draft choice in 2009, a Southern rather, and an import who has played all over the world.
We will continue with the draw for the next batch of teams.
Welcome back to BTV's live coverage of the 2013 FIBA Asia Championship draw. And guys, this is getting really exciting and interesting. You're looking at the groups right now. Some of the big guns have already been called, and some of them are jumbled together in one or two groups.
That's right. Look, that's what happens when you have a random pure draw. Yeah. You can have a situation where one group will be flooded with top contenders. Look at the C. You've got China and Korea, two top contenders. B, you've got Japan, Qatar, Lebanon. If Iran makes it to either B or C, you know that one of those teams is not going to make it to the second round. And if you're the Philippines, where would you situate yourself? My pick right now would be A, but you know, we still have 8 countries not picked. There's still Iran, Kazakhstan, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, assuming that they make it Southeast Asia, Hong Kong and Bahrain.
Okay, so let's find out if one of those countries will be drawn right now.
Let's resume with the proceedings, ladies and gentlemen. May we ask once again our FIBA Asia Secretary General Hago Kajirian to once again facilitate the draw.
As you notice, we have 3 teams also in Group B, so Ball B will be out from the draw at this stage. We continue to draw with former FIBA Asia Secretary, Mr. Martelino. So, C, Group C, and the team will be Iran.
Well, guys, this is what we were talking about. No, I mean, Iran just joined China. Group C.
You should want to stay with Group C. I mean, Iran is arguably, if you look at FIBA rankings, what they've done in the past, they went back to that championship, 07, 09. They're second-ranked team in Asia right now. They're with the top-ranked team in Asia. They're with one of the other top-ranked team in Asia. I have one suggestion: run from Group C. We don't want to be in that group.
Well, the other thing is, if we choose Group A, that means we play teams from Group B in the second round of elimination. So you stay away from C teams and the D teams. And however, the drawback is in the knockout quarterfinals, you will be playing against some of the top teams in C and D.
That's right.
And you also don't want to be involved in a situation where you're in a knockout predicament against a top contender. And that's what might happen if the Philippines goes to Group A. they might be up against a C and D team in knockout quarterfinals.
Let's find out. Let's send it back to Secretary General Hago for another draw.
Transparency of the draw. We have a ball D in the, okay? So, now I will ask Mr. Vargas to help us in the draw and pick up one by one, because we have to go that way. The three teams in Group D. First team. Wait, please. It's Kazakhstan. Okay, we go with the second team. It's Southeast Asia 1. As Southeast Asia didn't have its qualification yet, they have the right for two teams, so we named the team Southeast Asia 1 and Southeast Asia 2. The next team in Group D will be India. Thank you, Mr. Vargas. So now we'll have about 1 minute break time for Philippine team official to decide which group they want to be in. That's the host right.
As was announced, ladies and gentlemen, the Philippines will be making its selection at number 13, but all of that will happen when we come back after this break. This is the coverage of the FIBA Asia Championship draw.
Okay, we go ahead with the decision of the Philippine team. Please pay attention.
Yes, we've been in contact with Coach Chuck throughout the proceedings, and he would like for the RP team to be placed in Group A. Group A.
Oh, surprising. Group A, Philippine Group A. So, we'll continue the draw.
So the Philippines made its choice. Coach Norma Black, who was in contact with Coach Chotz over there in Lithuania, they choose Group A to join Jordan, Chinese Taipei, and Saudi Arabia, guys.
Well, indications for that would be that in the knockout quarterfinals, we will be playing a team from Groups C or D. Meaning to say, you open up the possibility of playing China, Korea, or Iran in the knockout quarterfinals, which you don't want. My personal choice, maybe it would have been safer for us to go Group D and avoid having to play China, Korea, Iran in the knockout quarterfinals. But maybe Coach Chot feels that by playing in Group A, we can top the combined division and then play the last place team in the combination of C and D, which could be Kazakhstan, and that'll be easy sailing.
I think that's the wisdom I see there, is that if you win Group A and B, which would actually be Group E in the next round, you win that, then you're going to guarantee yourself one of the weakest teams. The highest will be that Kazakhstan would be the strongest team at the bottom there at number 4 if they were to go ahead and do that. So,
and let's send it back to Pat for more.
Secretary General Hago Kajirian will be supervising the last picks.
Okay, now we take ball A out and we continue to draw with ball B, C, and D. I'll go ahead with the draw from here on. Okay. Okay, we have in Group C as the fourth team Southeast Asia 2. Next, in Group D, we'll have Bahrain,
So we have Bahrain and joining Group B, and Southeast Asia 2 joining Group C.
Well, Bahrain will see the homecoming, I believe, of Badr Malabis, who
Yes,
used
that's
to
right.
play for LaSalle, and many fans. So he'll probably be the foreign player with the most fans at this game, but he's going to have his work cut out for him. This is just a loaded tournament, and Bahrain's not one of the tougher teams. And they only have to beat Japan, Qatar, and Lebanon to advance. So.
Just to check again the transparency of the draw, we'll go with Group B, and it has to be Hong Kong. Hong Kong. So, I officially announce the draw result of the 27th FIBA Asia Championship. Group A, it's Jordan, Chinese Taipei, Saudi Arabia, and Philippines. Group B, it's Japan, Qatar, Lebanon, and Hong Kong. Group C, it's China, Korea, Iran, and Southeast Asia 2. Group D, it will be Kazakhstan, Southeast Asia 1, India, and Bahrain. Just one last announcement. It doesn't mean that Southeast Asia 1 is the champion of Southeast Asia qualifications, and Southeast Asia 2 is the runner-up. After finishing the championship, we'll make a draw between the two teams to decide which team is Southeast Asia 1 and which team is Southeast Asia 2. And experts know why I'm saying this, in order not to have fixed game during Southeast Asia Championship. Okay? Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much, Secretary General Hagop Kajirian. Okay, so now all the teams are in order and the groupings are set for the FIBA Asia Championship, and this marks the end of our draw for today. The 16 teams are now classified into their groups. Now we just have to wait for the tournament proper, which will happen on August 1st till the 11th. But BTV's live coverage of this event does not end here. Please stay tuned for the post-event analysis with Gino Rufino, Alex Compton, and the Dean, Kinito Hansen. Don't go away. This is BTV's live coverage of the FIBA Asia Championship draw.